I know that Cogito has kind of looked at merging these concepts of emotional AI and conversation AI in kind of a unique way. Could you kind of explain how those technologies come together to really do the enhancement that it should be doing in the call center interaction?
Absolutely. So maybe I'll just sort of specify two different things. There's two things. There's the outcomes you want to improve, which in Cogito's cases, we want to improve both relationship and workflow, right? That's the sort of outcome focus. And then there's the technology focus. And typically, what's often referred to as conversation AI is basically the set of technologies that operate on the words that we use. Right? That's kind of a simple way to think about what that is. And then there's what we call emotion AI, which tends to operate on what sometimes we call non-lexical, non-verbal, the stuff other than the words, right? Basically, and that's what that piece is, right? And one of the things that's and there are certainly the set of I guess organizations that can operate effectively on both is very limited. And one of the reasons is you often may not have the access to the stream. So like when voice comes in, in order to be able to access emotion AI, you have to be able to have the technology to operate on raw voice, not just on transcribed voice. And then you have to be able to bring these different signals together in true real time, which, particularly in the case of emotion AI, means milliseconds. And you have to be able to bring these technologies and these inferences together in the moment to make an effective prompt or bring an effective insight. So part of this trick about doing that is being able to access the different types of the underlying signals. It's being able to combine it, and particularly combine it at super scale at extremely high speeds. That's one piece. And the other one is we can think of it like the easiest way to think about it is in sort of a logic component. In practice, it's often done statistically, but with a logic component, you want to be able to say, let's take a simple one. I would like to guide the agent that this is a great moment to do an upsell. Let's just say that's what we want to guide somebody on, right? So ideally, you want to take into account not just where somebody is in the workflow, but also like your sense of whether they're having a good experience right now. Because if they're not having a good experience right now, that's maybe not the best moment, right? So that's what I mean by this kind of logic of, we call it context aware. Basically, you want context aware. And that's what makes this guidance seem magical, is this concept of context awareness. But what it really is the fact that you're combining these different types of signals.